is CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories, and we begin with breaking news. The market's just closing with big losses across the board. The market sell-off intensified by recession fears. We're going to have much more ahead in just a few minutes on CBS News Miami at 5. But first, a tornado touched down today in Seminole County. You can see a tractor trailer flipped over. This video is from Lake Mary. That's about 20 miles north of Orlando. There are also downed trees blocking roads and damage to homes and cars. Part of the roof of one of the homes landed hundreds of feet away. The National Weather Service will send crews to inspect the damage to confirm the extent of the tornado. And taking a live look at downtown Miami, nothing severe to see here, but it feels like summer. Let's get right to Next Weather Chief Meteorologist Ivan Cabrera with the look ahead.
Yeah, so this is what Next Weather Radar looked like earlier this morning as that tornado touched down. If you're familiar with the area, basically between Sanford and Altamont Springs, and it did create some damage as we showed you there. This is part of the same line that has been moving through across Central Florida, but has now arrived, the tail end of it, over the Florida Keys. And in fact, just watched a thunderstorm move through Mallory Square there. This continues to head off to the east. This is about as active of a line as we have, because as you go further to the north and east, it's broken up. The severe ingredients just not here with us. These remain up to the north, and we're just not going to be able to produce much in the way of rainfall or thunderstorm activity, save for the activity I just showed you over the water. They're a little juicier, but right now just some light showers, so I think we're going to fare well. The winds have been gusting 35, 45 miles an hour, 43 the last check at Fort Lauderdale, and that has created problems today. We still have that wind advisory. There's Next Weather rain tracker. It's a bit, I would say, generous as far as the rainfall right now. This is correct here, but the rest of us, I think, will be pretty quiet for the rest of the evening with just a few showers. Heat has also been, of course, the story. The rain has cooled us off down into the Keys. We're still 85 in Fort Lauderdale, 83 in Miami. But once again, for today, we tied a record high. We've had both yesterday and today with record temperatures. There are the gusts right now. We continue to follow that with the wind advisory that expires tonight at 8 o'clock, and then we'll be in good shape. It'll still be breezy tomorrow, but then we'll be looking good. The weekend heat has continued into the weekday. We had temperatures again into the upper 80s for both days. Warmest temperatures so far this year. Sunny and chilly for tomorrow morning. That's the big change tonight, right? You go from temperatures approaching 90 degrees. That system creating the showers and thunderstorms is a cold front. So behind it, we're going to be sunny, cold in the morning, and then mild in the afternoon. And then we're sailing for the rest of the week. It's looking great. Temperatures tomorrow already a good 10 degrees below where we've been over the last couple of days. And then it's going to be a slow climb. So not like we've had recently with all these ups and downs, in a matter of 24 hours. So we'll get eventually a little above average towards the end of the week and heading into the weekend. Here are the morning lows, so get ready for this. Again, we get used to the heat and then we think it's not going to be cool in the morning. It will be mid and upper 50s, so this is pretty respectable now for getting deeper into March, as I always say, right? 56 Country Rock, and I think we'll stay Country Rock there, and we'll stay in the upper 50s right around downtown. A bit milder across the Florida Keys with temperatures there in the 60s. For the afternoon highs, we'll get back into the lower 70s and then upper 70s, as I showed you. So just more typical for this time of year across our area, and we'll do that with full sunshine. By the way, Next Weather 7-day forecast will take us through the next few days. Today was it as far as the potential for rainfall. We dry out behind this front with low 80s. That continues, and you can see temperatures moderating as well. In fact, when you see 70s in the 7-day, that is an indication of humidity going up. So it will be humid and warm, not record heat, but a pretty toasty weekend coming up for Saturday and Sunday with highs in the 80s.
Ivan, thank you. Recession fears intensified the market sell-off on Wall Street today. In a recent interview, President Trump didn't rule out the potential of a recession. CBS News Miami's Natalie Brand has the latest from Washington.
With China's retaliatory tariffs taking effect today, President Trump tried to downplay concerns of a trade war.
We're going to take in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs, and we're going to become so rich, you're not going to know where to spend all that money.
But this morning, Wall Street reacted to the uncertainty and to the president's comments during an interview with Fox Business.
Are you expecting a recession this year?
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America.
In response to additional tariffs the U.S. is putting on China, Beijing is punching back with 15% retaliatory tariffs on chicken, wheat, corn, and cotton, and 10% tariffs on meat, dairy, and soybeans starting today.
The worst thing right now is the uncertainty of it. Putting on tariffs between integrated economies raises the cost for consumers and or producers, and the economy as a whole loses.
The tariff tensions come on top of a budget showdown here in Washington as Congress barrels toward a Friday deadline to avert a government shutdown. House Republicans released a stopgap plan over the weekend, which would increase defense spending while decreasing spending on domestic programs. It also adds funds for immigration enforcement and veterans' health care. It does not have support from House Democrats.
Right now, Mano, there's been no outreach on a bipartisan basis.
The House could pass the measure on party lines as early as Tuesday, but it faces an uncertain path in the Senate where some Democratic support would be needed. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Days after a woman was attacked by a man while out on a walk in Pinecrest, police found the suspect in Palm Beach County. CBS News Miami's Peter Dinch has new developments and talks to relieved neighbors.
As she walks her golden doodle, Bella, in this Pinecrest neighborhood, Gabrielle Francisco Bogart reflects the sentiments of others we've been speaking with. She is troubled by allegations that 25-year-old Michael Angelo Figueroa Hernandez assaulted another woman last Monday who was going for her regular walk by allegedly approaching her from behind on his blue bicycle and putting her in a bear hug and touching her inappropriately and then taking off.
I just think that's really scary that something could happen here. I go on my morning walks with my dog and I'm wearing my headphones, so I'm not really, that could happen to anyone. I would definitely start kicking. Definitely fight them off, start screaming, so she did the right thing. Police released Figueroa Hernandez's picture and now he has been arrested. I feel good. I hope that, his record, if this is not the first incident and stuff like that, then he should stay in jail. Pinecrest Police Chief Jason Cohen told me Figueroa Hernandez has an extensive record for charges, including burglary, robbery, and grand theft, and had violated his probation. Cohen told us how police tracked him to a hospital in Palm Beach County.
We got some good information from the public who believed he was at a Walmart in the Hialeah area. Through just really good detective work and police work, we managed to determine that he got on a tri-rail and ended up in Palm Beach County.
Cohen says Figueroa Hernandez was homeless.
We don't believe that there are any more victims. We do believe this is an isolated incident, but if any of your viewers had any interaction with him or think maybe he did something to them similar to, please reach out to us.
That was Peter Dinch reporting. The suspect will be charged with false imprisonment and battery. Miami-Dade Police say a man was killed after he was hit by a semi-truck in northwest Miami-Dade. It happened just before 7 this morning. This is near Northwest 27th Avenue and Northwest 46th Street. Police say the victim died at the scene. The driver of the truck stayed at the scene. The Broward Sheriff's Office is investigating a social media threat. It's against Marjorie Stoneman Douglas in Parkland. According to BSO, the threat was made yesterday. The school was placed on a secure status as a precaution while deputies investigated, but it has since been lifted and the school was given the all clear. When we come back, the latest on Pope Francis's condition. But first, a look at what we're working on for CBS News Miami at 5:30 tonight.
Is pulsed electromagnetic therapy for you?
I feel better, I feel stronger.
We charge our phones, we charge our cars, but are you charging your body? I'm Chelsea Jones, and I'll explain how a chair like this can help you do just that.
Tonight at 5:30.
The Vatican released an update on the health of Pope Francis. They say he had another peaceful night and is in the hospital resting. According to the Vatican, the 88-year-old pontiff is eating solids. They say he gets oxygen through a mask at night and through the nose during the day. The Pope is also taking part in spiritual exercises through a video link. Leaders of the Vatican gathered in a hall to listen to reflections and spend time in prayer. A man is in custody after authorities say he drove his vehicle vehicle through a car dealership, hurting several people. The terrifying moment happened at a CarMax in Inglewood, California. Witnesses say the driver was angry and shouting after getting his car appraised. They say a short time later, he took his car and plowed through the showroom. Miguel Hernandez shot this video and says it all happened in an instant.
So what I was seeing was people, screaming, hurt, trying to move, run away, and some people were still in there, just shocked, like they were stuck there.
2 of the victims injured are in critical condition. The suspect's identity has not been released. Police say he drove off after the incident, but later turned himself in. Millions marked International Women's Day over the weekend to celebrate the achievements of women worldwide. A repair shop filled with all-female mechanics is driving equity across the pond. CBS News Miami's Tina Kraus shows us how.
At this female-powered repair shop in the British capital,
hello, Spanners with Manners.
Tools turn quickly.
Here, we've just done an oil service.
And so do some heads.
Do people ever confuse you with someone else and think you're not the mechanic?
They haven't been here before, definitely. But you get, hello mate, you all right mate? And you come out and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm ever so sorry.
Who are you?
Yeah, what are you doing in there?
Mechanic Laura Kennedy founded Spanners with Manners, London's first all-female garage.
How you doing, you all right?
To give customers a warmer and more welcoming environment.
I feel more comfortable coming to a female garage because basically I don't think I'm going to be lied to or intimidated knowing that I don't know what I'm talking about.
You weren't always a mechanic.
No, I used to be a hostess. I'm in a dress, I'm in heels, big hair.
Natasha Raoul says shifting gears has empowered her and her 11-year-old son, who proudly tells his friends, my mom's a mechanic.
I think that's when I felt really like, wow, oh my God, like to him, I've changed the perspective.
Women can do anything, so why not mechanics?
I'm just changing the air filter.
It's a sisterhood of sorts, built on trust.
Everyone works hard for their money, and it's not about ripping people off. If you're just honest with people, they'll come back year after year after year.
7 years in, new customers keep coming, showing integrity may be the ultimate fuel for success. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
And if you're wondering what a spanner is, the word they use in Great Britain is another word for wrench. Interesting. Well, that is your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.